City versus Arsenal. 3-1 win for City. Just like I predicted Erling Haaland goal, a Kevin De Bruyne goal as well. The only one I didn't get was Rodri. Jack Grealish actually got the goal instead. But a great win for City. Reclaiming our throne, like I said in the preview. Back where we belong. Game review, let's run through it. So like I said, great win. A very important win too. Up against the leaders, Arsenal. Knocking them off the top spot. We're back in first for the first time since, I think the commentary team said since November. But I think it could be even earlier than that. I think it was like game week 2 or something. It's been a long time since we've been at the top. Arsenal have a game in hand, but to be honest, they're winless in the last 4 now. They've lost twice against us now. Lost against Everton as well and drew against Brentford. So that's 4 without a win. I said in the preview that their mentality could crumble, and I hope it does. This is not a bad loss for them because they were probably the better side, especially in the first half. We'll get on to that. But hopefully this knocks their confidence massively. It probably shouldn't because they've played well, like I said. But yeah, hopefully it does. I'm going to run through the positives now because there are a few negatives that I will get on to. You wouldn't think there would be in a 3-1 win and going back top of the table, but I'm always looking for areas that we can improve in, just so we don't slack and that we stay at the top. There's always room for improvement. Pep always says that, and I'll bring you some soon. But into the positives. First big positive, we actually won. We won the game. Even though we probably weren't the better team, we still got out a win. That's what champions do. They win when they're not playing too well. It's the stuff of champions. We say it every year. We're back where we belong. That's a good point. A good couple of individual performances as well. Ruben Diaz at the back was an absolute monster. He's just cruised back into the City side. He was mopping up everything at the back. He blocked everything, absolutely everything. And an absolute monster of a performance at the back. Going to get in midfield, 2 decisive passes. The first one to lay it off for Jack Grealish for his goal. The second to play it into Kevin De Bruyne to assist Haaland. So 2 key moments from him that were crucial for the win today. Jack Grealish with a goal, deflected or not, we don't care. This is what I said in the preview or the post-match from the Aston Villa game. When he's on that left wing and he's one-on-one cutting inside, I want him to shoot more often. I said it a video or 2 ago, and look what he did. The next game, he does what I tell him and he scores. It's just, I'm a genius. He's got to do that a lot more often. Even though it was a deflection, that's what happens with a lot of these shots. It creates chaos. Some of them go in, some of them may bounce to other players. Yeah, may bounce to other players to score the goal. It may catch the keeper off guard and the deflection actually helps it go in or makes the keeper to force a save. He might parry it to a City player to knock it in. Just take shots. Take a few more shots more often. That's what I want to see from Jack Grealish now. Jack Grealish is definitely in his best form at City the last couple of games, last months, since he's come back from the World Cup. He's been on great form, his best form at City, and long may it continue. But yeah, Jack Grealish with a great game, a great goal, a very important goal as well. It's not just like against Man United, it didn't really count for much. This was a huge goal in the title race. Jack Grealish coming up clutch. Yeah, you love to see it. Although I do criticise him quite a bit. It's because I was so gassed originally about his transfer. I was so gassed about it. He just didn't really turn out how I wanted. But I think he just needs to play with a lot of confidence and risk take. Just take those risks. Take the shot on. He took the shot on first time. He didn't take a touch and think about it first time, and it went in. Good from Grealish. Hope it continues. KDB as well. Slowly but surely getting back to his best form. There was hints of it in the last game. The games before that, he was a bit iffy. It wasn't iffy. He was stinking up the shop altogether. Last game, I think, did he get an assist or something like that? I think he may have, but last game, he was getting that decisiveness back into his game. And this game, a goal and assist for the man himself. People are talking about he doesn't perform in big games. This man has a repertoire of goals and assists against multiple top 6 teams in multiple leagues now. Champions League as well. It's ridiculous. The man is one of the best Premier League midfielders of all time, and he's getting back into form now, decisive form. So yeah, title run in KDB is a different breed altogether. Goal and assist for Kevin De Bruyne. I predicted he scored, and he did score. So yeah, I'm on form as well with my predictions. 3-1 and got 2 of the goal scores. Yeah. And finally, Erling Haaland. Who says he makes this City team worse? His off-the-ball play was outstanding today. A goal from him as well today. A decent, I'm not sure about the first touch, but he still managed to squeeze it in with his right foot. Bar the goal is just usual with Erling Haaland. Away to a top 6 side as well. The haters have been silenced. But yeah, it was mainly his off the ball play today. Just he absolutely ragdolled Saliba and Gabriel. Boy, he had them on strings. He's so close to getting a penalty as well off Gabriel. He ruined him, and then Gabriel had to drag him down. Yeah, he was bullying the centre backs all day long. A bit like the FA Cup game. He had the Arsenal centre back that wasn't played today. He had him on toast as well. So tormenting the Arsenal players 2 games in a row now. Yeah, Erling Haaland. Does he make the City team worse? City are top of the league now. I wonder will the narrative change now that City are top of the league, and when they go on to win the league, will Erling Haaland have made City worse? He's the exact same player now when we're second, now that we're first. Exact same player. The narrative will definitely change, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Erling Haaland, he loves the fans. But his celebrations, he's just saying he's so happy here as well. Yeah, long may it continue. Erling Haaland, favourite City player right now. Or ever since he signed, really. Just the way he acts. He's just a brute force, and I love to see it. Positive for Pep. Positive for Pep. He made subs. He corrected his mistakes. Anyway, that's the only really positives I can say for Pep. Akanji for Bernardo, moving Bernardo from left back to right wing, and Ake to left back, and Akanji centre back, creating a 4 at the back. I suppose that's a positive for Pep because that was the right change to make. But that leads right into the negatives now, and I'm going to start off with Pep. Yeah, we kind of won this game despite your tactics. Like, that's why we're probably not all the reason, but a lot of the reason why we're so bad. It's because the building play stinks, man. Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, and Nathan Ake is your back 3 with Laporte sitting on the bench. It's just, for a coach, that's whole philosophy relies on building up from the back, especially with the keeper. 3 were starting players at the club for building up from the back, starting at the back. The build up from the back is so crucial to how this team functions. I don't know why Laporte didn't play today. I don't know why he didn't come on either. Like, bringing on Akanji instead of him was a weird one as well. Laporte's definitely gone in the summer, that's for sure. But something must have happened with Laporte. I really don't get it whatsoever. He's our best ball player and centre back available to us, and he's not playing. It makes no sense whatsoever. You can't really drop Diaz because Diaz is a monster. Kyle Walker has that insane pace. Ake, yeah, fine, you can play Ake, but you should have switched to a 4 at the back. This 3 at the back does not work. He's been doing it for a long time now, and in the last couple of games he switched it in the second half, and we've performed a lot better and won the game. So I don't know if he's thinking, oh, first half we go 3 at the back, keep it fine and keep a clean sheet or whatnot, but that just doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. I've been saying it in multiple videos. I've been saying it for weeks and months now, to be honest, but I'm sick of this 3-2 formation. We got to get rid of it. Although Pep said after the match in his post-match press conference or interview, saying that his tactics, he changed something up just for this game and his tactics were bad. But he said it was just for this game, and what I'm thinking was, it wasn't actually the 3 at the back. Some fans might think, oh, he's going to abandon this 3 at the back now because he said his tactics didn't work. I'm not sure about that. I think it might be Grealish and Mars were inverted quite a bit when we were defending Arsenal, or when Arsenal were attacking without the ball anyway. Grealish and Mars were quite inverted with De Bruyne and Gundogan being the wide ones. Yeah, it was a strange one. That could be the tactic that he's actually on about rather than the 3 at the back, but hopefully he gets rid of it. It does my head in every time. I've said it multiple times on here, as you know. To a few of you that are here anyway. But yeah, I'm sick of this 3-2 formation. Bernardo at left back wasn't it either. He got skinned by Saka multiple times. Yeah, and he probably would have got red if he'd stayed there. So yeah, Bernardo at left back. It works when you're at home and you're against lower league teams when we're going to have most of the ball anyway. But as we've seen, Arsenal had most of the ball. 36% possession is all we had. That's the least amount of possession Pep has had at the club, and the least amount of possession City have had since 2012 against Arsenal, funnily enough. But we lost that game. A good thing we won this one though. But yeah, this 3-2 build up, 3 at the back system isn't working. Just get rid of it before it's too late, before we get knocked out of things and before we lose our lead at the top. Although City stink at the moment and we're still top of the league. That just goes to show how good we are, like maybe how bad the league. No, the league's alright. Just how, I don't know what it is actually. How are we top of the league? We stink, like we are not good at all compared to previous City sides. Compared to City sides from previous years, we'd get smoked by them. Last year's City team would kill us. Like this 3-2, I keep mentioning it. I keep rambling on every video about it, but it just is. It is. I am right on this. I don't care if Pep is a multi-title winning coach. I'm right on this one, and I don't care. The 3-2 does not work. Go back to a back 4. Play Ake. If you have to play Ake, play him at left back. See how he did in the FA Cup against Saka. Saka was in his pocket all night. So what I really want is Walker, Diaz, Laporte, Ake, and Ortega in goal, because that brings me to my next point. Ederson is just just so bad. Like, as a goalkeeper, I know the penalty, is it a penalty or not? I think it is a penalty, but it just doesn't get given most of the time, so it's not a penalty in football terms. But I'd give it as a penalty if I was a ref, but I'd give it every single time, the consistency wise. So I can see why everyone says it's not a penalty, but you can't just run into someone. You can't. Ederson just runs into him basically. Eddie Nketiah's running this way. Ederson runs out and, like, yeah, Ederson doesn't get the ball. I know Nketiah had already played it, but you can't just run into someone. That's a foul line. But yeah, and then what's with the whole pointing one way? He thought he was some master reverse psychologist on that one. He's pointing one way and then, oh, no one's ever thought of this before. I'll jump the other way. Come on, man, you're a joke at this. You're just taking the mick now at this stage. He's so bad shot stopping as well. Was he good at playing off from the back? He hoofed it quite a good bit today, like, so. Just give Stefan Ortega a running goal. Like, come on, man. Ederson's making mistakes every game now. He made one today. I'm pretty sure he made one last game. He's making mistakes quite regularly now. Stefan Ortega has to get a shot. Like, what's the point of him being here? He's clearly able to usurp Ederson at the goalkeeper position. And maybe that's what Ederson needs. I remember Joe Hart got dropped by Pellegrini for Pantilimon, and that just upped Joe Hart's game a good bit. Like, when he came back, he was a lot better. So maybe just Ederson needs this kick up the backside. He's just so emotionless. He just needs maybe a kick up the backside to get him back and forth in form. But he's been rotten for a year and a half or something like that. He's always got mistakes in him, especially Champions League, and Champions League is when we need keepers to be on top of their game. He's not really doing a lot of playing out from the back that Stefan Ortega couldn't do either. I don't really see the big benefit of him in goal anymore. I don't know. I want Ortega to be given a run in games. Why is he at the club then? The next two games against Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth, he could definitely start those games. And yeah, just what does he have to do to get a run of not a run of games, just any games over Ederson? Ederson is making so many mistakes recently. I don't know. Why am I getting so bothered by the negatives? But yeah, it's because I know City can go our levels below what they are. That's why I harp on about negatives. I know it's a positive result, and boy, believe me, I am happy that we're top of the league. But there's just, the football isn't good, and it's quite clear why. The build-up at the back is rubbish. Ederson concedes stupid goals, and then it all gets blamed on Erling Haaland because he's the only difference between last year and this year. Oh, we would be playing better with a false nine, but we didn't play a three at the back last season, so your points are relevant. Shut up. The amount of analysts and so-called experts just, oh, the false nine, they played so much better. Haaland's come in. He must be making the team worse if he's the only change from this year to last year. Oh, well, no, it's because Pep has changed tactics and he's stinking up the place. It's kind of starting to do my head in the amount of criticism Haaland gets. The man is breaking records left, right and centre. Just, yeah, we're top of the league now. Keep quiet. Let's see what they say. Erling Haaland, you're doing alright, kid. You're breaking records. I don't know if I mentioned Akanji, but Akanji, just when he came on, it was a good sub because it made us go to a back four, but just still thinking the difference between him and like when you see Diaz defend, night and day really. So it just kind of confirms that I want Laporte back in the team instead of him. But yeah, I'm not going to hate him too much. That's Pep's decisions and Pep to blame for that. I'm fine with Akanji being at the club, like 15 million fifth choice centre back, probably the best fifth choice centre back in world football. But yeah, I talked about him last video or a couple of videos ago as well, so I'm not going to keep going on about him. It's Pep's to blame, to be fair, but at least Pep changed up in the second half. At least he's starting. I say starting to realise, but then he reverts back to the three at the back, and I'm sick of it, man. Yeah, so going forward, Arsenal-wise, will their mentality be in the mud? They have an early kick-off game against Aston Villa at Villa Park. Never back the early kick-off, as we all know. Will Arsenal slip up again? They'll probably be right. They should be right and round to go. Not a win in 4 games now. Who knows though? Hopefully their mentality is in the ruins, like I mentioned in the preview. But yeah, going forward for City now, Nottingham Forest at 3 o'clock at the weekend. Is that home or away? I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's away because we won 6-0 at home, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we're back top of the league. Will we be top of the league still come 3 o'clock? We might have to regain our spot at the top of the league again. But yeah, that's my review of Arsenal 3, City 1. A good 3-1 win, just like I predicted. And yeah, what you make of this win, let me know in the comments below. If you like the win or if you like this video, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.